Hey guys, this is Comic Ken, and man, we really get into it on my live streams, man. Today we're thinking about has Shonen Jump, have the creators lost the art of the fundamentals of storytelling? And we were wondering why hasn't Shonen Jump produced any hits in the last, let's say, 5 years or so of the magazine's history? Why hasn't it produced any new My Hero Academias or a new Dragon Ball Z or a new Bleach? Why hasn't it produced something new like that? And they are still riding off of JJK. They're still riding off of My Hero. My Hero in the anime has ended. They're still riding off of Demon Slayer, and a lot of it, those mangas have all ended, but they're riding off the anime. And then once those animes have ended, they're gonna have to come up with something new, and they're trying to with Sakamoto Days or with Ultra of the Flame. I mean, that's also canceled as well. And they're trying with Ninja Undercover, they're trying with Kagurabachi, but they just don't have the same staying power as a My Hero Academia or a Naruto or Bleach. And I think it's because they've forgotten a lot of the fundamentals of storytelling. Well, something like Naruto or Dragon Ball Z has those classic elements that you would find in a shonen. You have something like Chainsaw Man, which is able to take those classic elements and subvert them a little bit to where it's it's still there, but you're like, whoa, okay, that's something weird that I didn't expect. That's different. It gives you something different, gives you a new flavor, and it just challenges you by giving you something different. Whereas JJK became massively popular by throwing out almost all of those ideas and subverting almost everything. And it subverted so much that by the end of it, it's people were left largely unsatisfied by the end of the story. They were like, oh, that's how it ended. I mean, I guess that's good, but it became massively popular by subverting a lot of that. And Shonen Jump was like, oh, that worked and everybody loves it. Okay, let's do more of that. Dadan also works by, not really following that story structure. Okay, yeah, let's do more of that. And now you have Kagurabachi that's not really following that traditional storytelling style. You have a lot of these stories that are coming out that aren't fully following the fundamentals of storytelling, those basic things that you need in a shonen or in stories in general that make the reader want to stick with the series. And more than that, they're not doing the thing that would make a series a big hit franchise, where with Naruto, you had a whole ensemble cast of characters with their own powers, their own styles, all that kind of stuff. And you got to see how they played and interact with each other. And I was able to make video games, all that kind of stuff. Same with Dragon Ball Z, same with My Hero Academia. But with most of these new series, you don't really have a lot of characters that are cool outside of the main character. A lot of these, they have a good main character like Sakamoto Days. And then every other character is they're all right, but it's not something you would build a whole big franchise off of, or a video game franchise off of, because there's always the character who's really, really strong, and then it's kind of unbalanced with everybody else. Nobody else is as strong as that main character, or the character that is strongest, like Gojo or something. That completely breaks the whole scale of the show. But yeah, we just had a really interesting discussion about that, and how subverting too many expectations of the reader with a lack of clear understanding of the fundamentals of storytelling can turn off a lot of readers, and maybe that's why Shonen Jump is having trouble finding its footing again, because Torishima's out and he had all the I guess he had all those fundamentals on lock and made sure everybody else was following those fundamentals. And now that they don't have a person in charge like that, people are just kind of doing whatever they want. And then if it turns into a hit, cool, let's just keep doing more of that, like JJK. But more often than not, it's not gonna hit because JJK got lucky on its appeal factor, and people liking it despite its flaws. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I see these days in the Shonen Jump landscape, but not in Saintly. Saintly is my latest webcomic. It is a demon chase horror action comedy about two best friends who have to outrun the demon loan sharks that they borrowed from. Basically, it's like Scooby-Doo meets K-pop demon hunters without the K-pop. And the story backs the main character into a corner where she has to decide between the hard path to success or lose her soul to the lure of easy money. And we get to see the ramifications of her choice, and if she can hide this deal with the devil from her friend, or if it will tear them apart. And I hope you read my comic in the description and check out the story. It should appear in your email inbox or your spam folder if you don't see it. And yeah, I hope you check that out in the link in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.